There's a cult to a forbidden saint in Sinaloa, Jesus Malverde. It's a guy with a mustache, and basically Mexican Robin Hood is the clearest way to kind of describe him. Back in the turn of the century, he was a famous bandit that would rob the rich people coming in through the town, and the loot that he would get from them would be handed out to the townspeople. Eventually, he pushed his luck too much, and he got shot in the leg. The government put on a 10 gold coin reward for his capture. Gold guns have a long history down there. From Chalino Sanchez and his 38 commando gun to El Chapo's famous pistol that had his Forbes 100 top 1,000 number on there. Yeah.
Is it like a status symbol?
It is. That's how you know who's in charge or who are the higher ups in some of the cartel parties. You'll see those gold guns floating around. It's kind of more of a Sinaloa thing. Each of the regions in Mexico have their own thing. I don't know exactly where that comes from, but there's a cult to a forbidden saint in Sinaloa, Malverde, Jesus Malverde. It's a guy with a mustache, and basically Mexican Robin Hood is the clearest way to kind of describe him. Back in the turn of the century, he was a famous bandit that would rob the rich people coming in through the town, and he would the loot that he would get from them would be handed out to the townspeople. Eventually, he pushed his luck too much, and he got shot in the leg. He knew he was almost going to be caught. The government put on a 10 gold coin reward for his capture. And he told one of his best friends, according to the legend, he told one of his best friends to turn him in and get the money and disperse it to the townspeople. So he was hung from a tree, and the order was not to bury him, to leave him there to rot.
No shit.
Eventually, somebody in the town prayed to him because when he was alive, he would help out the townspeople with money and whatever. One of the townspeople prayed to him, said, "You helped me in life, now help me in death, and I'll make sure to bury you." And that was his first miracle. He fell down from the tree, and each of the townspeople, instead of burying him, they just put a rock over his body. Eventually, it's a pile of rocks there, which later on turned into his grave, and later on turned into a shrine. So the whole gold thing is kind of related. I think it's probably related to that 10 piece of gold reward that was set up for him. So it's an interesting kind of probable link to the whole gold fascination, how some of these things are used as status symbols.